Hi guys, welcome to this video. This will talk about the last 15 days for CET. Yeah, because this is the time when most of people start getting things start getting onto the nerves because the time is less and a lot of things have to be covered. And one thing I can promise you, you will never be prepared. Just like our engineering days exams, when we never used to say, or we could never say that I'm 100% prepared for the exam. Fine. I always used to say it depends on the paper, whether I'll pass or not. Yep. So same thing here. Last 15 days there, and remember one thing that your last 10 days, 30% preparation is based on last 10 days. Yep. So this will talk about the last 15 days ka homework. If I start with the overview, this is your main chart, which talks about how you're going to prepare, how you're going to plan your day. I want you to start with CET 2012 ka paper. Fine. Today, for example, day one, all you will do is you have to do to the 2012 ka paper. Learn, rectify, analyze everything on the paper. Fine. Rectify doesn't mean that answer 36 should be A, 37 should be B, but it should be more like all the kind of question should be on your tips. Fine. Because 2014 will be based on last year ka papers. Fine. And 2012 really break away from the league of the earlier paper. So it's a very, very important or historical paper for you people. Cult paper now, because a lot of things will be coming on the basis of that paper. 100 mark change came from CET 2010 to 2012. Fine. So this was no doubt a shocking paper. So I want to start with that. Next day, and while doing the paper, you'll identify some weak areas. Fine. Suppose if you've already taken CAT and the other exams, you trust me, you cannot open the books now. So what I want to do, I want you to go reverse engineering. I want you to do that mock first, 2012 paper, and then find out your weak areas. Fine. And then open your books and solve those topics. Are you with me? It's like a reverse thing. Rather than doing your books and then taking a mock, let's do ulta, other way around. Fine. So start with 2012 ka paper and it'll take you 2 days. So next 2 days are based on 2012. If you've already done 2012 as a mock, then take one more mock and take this as a just do the analysis of the mock of this paper 2012. Then next day we'll take one mock and improve on the weak areas. Fine. So see, nothing can be a better than, so you're going to take a mock every day. Fine. So but nothing can be a better paper than 2012. Fine. Now what I'm doing is, if this is a mock scores, this side is a mock score, all the mock scores I want you to collate at one place so that you can know the trend which is being followed. Fine. See, nothing can be a better mock than the actual paper itself. So let's start with the actual paper. So all my last 15 days is now based on the mocks. Even though you're scoring less, you're scoring 60, 80, 100, 120, 140. Now you have to move to a daily mock. Your strategies have to be foolproof till the time you reach a D-day. Fine. So you should be taking around 15 mocks because the 15 days are remaining. So 15 mocks should be there with you, online, paper based, whichever way you want to do them. Fine. And you are taking a mock every day. Fine. If you already solved the actual papers, then take another mock. But otherwise, one mock every day for the last 15 days. One day you did the mock actual paper and do the analysis. If you have done that mock but still you do the actual paper. So 2012 will start off with. After 2 days, on the third day we'll do 2006 ka paper. Fine. Why I'm taking up 2006? Because 2012 was very, very tough, and trust me, half of you will lose your confidence on CET. Agar 2012 के बाद 11 कर लिया, you'll be gone, you'll be lost. Fine. So let's do 2012, then 6 and 10. These are two easy paper as compared to the 2012-11 paper, and then 9 again 2 days, 2 days, 2 days, 2 days, and then we'll go to 11, 7, 8. Fine. So that is your 14 days. Fine. Last day obviously the D-day for you. Fine. So this is a more mota-moti overview of the I want you to manage the paper. Alright, so last 15 days, 14 days, 14 mocks, and last year's paper. I can promise you one thing, 50% of the CET 2014 paper, next year 15 paper, will be based on last 6 years का paper. 50%. ये मैं नहीं बोलता, आप पेपर के बाद देखोगे. If I compare 2012 and 11, exactly same puzzles coming for 2 years. Exactly same type of series question coming every year. So if you are doing those questions by heart, trust me, you will get a feel. You will get a feel that yes, you have done this question, and that is half of the battle. Yeah, if you are doing a question for the first time, new type of question for the first time, you will take more time. But if you have done a similar question earlier, it will take you half time, because now you don't have to understand that question. You have to just solve and find the answer. Right. So this is the first part. Plus I have given you the expected paper. There's another video on that. Please go through that video. That's the expected paper of 2014. Every year I predict the paper. I'm not an astrologer. I don't consult any pundit to tell me that what number of questions will come for geometry and numbers, but this is based on the last 6 years ka trend. Fine. In 2012, I've told on day one before the exam that this year around 100 mark ka paper will be different to what happened earlier, and exactly the same thing happened. Fine. So be prepared for that as well. Here in this case as well, 2014 there will be some changes. All those changes are discussed in that paper. So please go through that. Fine. Moving on to the last part, that these are your topic wise from the CET King books, chapter number 1 to 10, verbal. First of all, what I want to do is I want you to identify whether this is a 5x5, 3x5, or 1x5. 5x5 means strong area. If there are 5 questions, I can do all 5 questions. 3x5 average, 1x5 weak area. So synonyms is my strong area, for example. Analogies is my average area. Odd man out is average. Fillers is weak. There is another video which talks about the importance of each of the area. Please go through that. But these are the topics. So once you've done this thing, you will realize automatically you'll find out what are your weak areas, average areas. Fine. Within the section. Verbal, quant. Please pause the video and try to find out this thing. Please sit with your pen and paper for this thing so that you can understand what I'm talking about. Logic, all the topics between from logic section. Verbal reasoning, visual reasoning, and DIDS. So that's your main syllabus. Fine. The moment you fill this chart, moment you find out your average, strong, weak, you automatically don't need to ask anyone now what you need to study. The chart is in front of you. This chart will decide what are the topics you need to do. In the moment you take a mock, and you will automatically see that the same topic are coming in which are weak area. So these are your topics you have to complete. Fine. So take a picture of this and paste it in front of you wherever you study, so that you can just tick out all these topics. Fine. That is your first homework for the day, for the 15 days. So we have to work on both the things. We have to work on the mock strategies. We have to work on this part also. Fine. If you want to reach my score, I scored 164 marks in CET. You have to fine tune your mock strategies. You have to be perfect your mock strategies. You have to be perfect in your question based as well. You have to find shortcuts everywhere. That is the objective for the program. Fine. Now we are also starting. If you're not a CET student, we are starting with a 10 days ka CET program that includes all my shortcut workshops, include all my mocks and mock strategies. Fine. So I want to target in these two areas with the promise that you can increase your score up to 20 marks if you follow those strategies. Fine. So there are around 30, for example, visual reasoning is weak for most of the area people. There are 30 workshops on that. Trust me, just sit for one day from morning to evening, complete all those videos, and I promise you will get at least 20 by 30 marks. It can go more as well, but 20 I can promise you. Same for verbal reasoning. Fine. There are 30 workshop, 25 to 30 workshop on verbal reasoning. Logical reasoning, 30 workshop, 20-30 workshops. Quant workshop, verbal workshops, everything. DI workshops, DI without pen, everything is available online. Fine. So please go through cetking.com. You'll see online courses, and within that JB 120 program. Please go through that if you want to help, if you want my help on that area. Fine. Otherwise, that's your score which I've talked about. Fine. So two things you have to work on. Like I've told you, to reach 160 score, you have to work on your mock strategy. You have to have foolproof mock strategies. Fine. Taking only mocks may make no sense unless you improve on your strategy part. And then you have to find shortcuts in every area. So these two areas you have to take in parallel. You can't succeed. You can't reach JB with one side. You have to have both the sides. Fine. So both the sides will be covered I wanted to cover in last 10 to 15 days. Alright. All the best. Thank you.